Hi fellow makeup fiends, today I'm going to do a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. And it's actually inspired by one of the USA X Factor artists and her performance last week, and it's CeCe Frey, and I absolutely loved the look she had. It actually went further up her temples, so I've actually made this a more wearable look. I have seen one other person do this online. I did actually want to kind of get mine up first. I know that sounds horrendous, but I kind of did. I was like, oh, so excited, I want to do this look, but I was really not well enough to. So I've done it today. I've done it slightly different actually, because she put a couple of different colours in that I didn't. I couldn't see them in the look. But I really like it. And like I said, the link to the actual original look will be in the bar below. The rest of the face is quite natural. I will put a list of the products in the information bar below. I do also put information in there, like other sites where you can find me, and the information about what camera I use. So I do tend to put quite a bit of information in the information bar. Because, yeah, because I'm a bit of a writer. Now, as you can see, a bit of a fidget. Now, the actual tutorial, there's a few bits where I'm kind of like, what brush is this? So you'll have to excuse me for that. I haven't done a tutorial in a very long time, but I definitely wanted to do this one, and I felt a bit better today and a lot brighter, so I thought I'm going to do a tutorial because I really enjoy doing them. So I hope you like this look, and let me know what you think in the comments below. I do have some more looks to do, and I'm very excited to share them with you. So yeah, so if you want to see how I did this, then keep watching. Okay, so we're going to start with the one eye done, and we will zoom in for the other eye. So I've got this eye primed and I've done nothing else. As you can see with this one, I haven't took it all the way up the side of the face, just partially. It's mainly about the contrast of the black with the fluorescent yellow. Fluorescence is not coming off quite so well in this light or with this camera. I haven't quite got used to the settings, but it is very bright yellow. And then the eye is just basically very nude with a little bit of black smoked out up here, and then some highlight on the brow bone. It's pretty much a nude brown, but I wanted to put a little bit of smoky brown there, smoky black there. Just, I don't know, it kind of softens the look up a little bit rather than have a harsh black cat eye. It just kind of blends it in a little bit more. So, we'll get going. Right, definitely what you want to be doing, because I'm working with Urban Decay shadows, also the Stargazer shadows. They can be very powdery, so I've got my buffer brush with some foundation on there, because you will want to tidy up some of the inevitable dropout. So we're going to start with a quad that I got from last year's MAC Winter collection. Let me check out what colour shadow I'm using. I think it's called Omega. It's this one here. So it's just a very lovely nude brown colour, because she has a very sort of nude coloured lid. I think that's just to make the colours pop a lot more. So I'm just going to put that onto the lid. This is a matte colour, which is what we want. Don't want to go for anything shimmery, because it's not a shimmery eye look. Certainly not on the lid. So it's just about getting a nice coverage of that on. You could go for any sort of nude colour, you're not stuck to just using this sort of taupe colour brown. But I want to stay pretty true to the look. I'm just going to blend that out in the crease a little bit. Just blend and soften the edges. So that is Omega. And then the next step is, what did I do next? I took Perversion by Urban Decay. This is their super black liner. I'm going to give it a quick sharpen, because it could do with just a little bit of a sharpen. It's quite difficult to sharpen at this stage, because it's just itty bitty. Now this might be uncomfortable to watch, I'm not quite used to this process myself, but this is, I'm okay with the waterline, it's the tight line. And I found the easiest way to do it is to close your eye and just run it along. It doesn't matter if you smudge, because we are actually putting black liner along the top lash line, just as well really. Also, don't worry about the bottom lash line. We actually want quite a thick black line here. And again, don't worry about being too precise. top there, you might notice I haven't like gone straight along. What I really want to do is just put a few dots of that along and just give it a little bit of a smoke out with my finger at this stage. So I don't know if you can see the tight line is done. I think it does make a difference to the eye, to be honest. But I'm not a huge fan of doing it, I'm not quite used to it yet. So that is Perversion by Urban Decay. So we're now going to move on and we're going to use Urban Decay's Blackout. And I'm just going to use a brush from the winter collection that I got last year from MAC. I'm not entirely sure what this is. 266 I think. I don't know, it's like the little sort of focus, that's it. Sort of the definer brush, the angled brush. Don't know why the name's gone, but it has. This is what you get for not recording videos for a while. I really hate that scar, I'm totally sorry. I had to do this eye. Right, so anyway, I'm waffling, and just, you can tell I'm just out of practice. I'm going to take this is Blackout. I wanted a very, very pigmented black. Carbon from MAC just doesn't cut it. So we're going to draw a line from the outer corner straight to the bottom of the eye. And what you want to do is you're not lining it up with the top, you're lining up with the bottom. And then we're just going to take that along the lower lash line. Okay, right, sorry about that. Right, so we've got Urban Decay's Blackout on our angled brush. And we just want to take it out in a wing that extends from the bottom lower lash line, which of course the bottom is the lower. I promise the next time I do tutorial that'll be much better. I'm all over the place. Right, so now what you want to do is you do want to do a wing. Now it's not about a massive wing, even though this is quite large. So, let me position my mirror. Right, so we're going to bring it across and just quite gently. And the best thing to do here is to build it. Don't go in and do a massive big wing straight away, because taking it down is a lot harder than putting it on. So that is enough of a wing for what I'm going for. And then you basically just want to take your Blackout and just fill the rest in. So just making it look nice and neat. The way to do it is nice, short, firm strokes, because Urban Decay shadows can have considerable fallout. There you go. Let's just tidy that one up. So there you go, that is your black cat eyeliner. So I'm just going to quickly clean off that brush. I've already done my brows with HD brows. Oh, that was in the wrong tub. Right, okay, so the next thing you want to do is go in with the neon colour. So, Tony's standing looking at me. So this is the Stargazer Vivid palette. We're going to use this neon yellow here. And I'm going to use a Barry M brush for that. And I don't think it has the name on it, it's just an eyeliner brush. I absolutely love this brush and would highly recommend it for cream eyeliners, because I was struggling to find one that was very, very fine, and this is incredibly fine. It's really, really good. So we're just going to load up some of this shadow. Now bear in mind that this is prone to fall out, this colour. Just going to pat it on. Now the thing with this is that you're going to want to build it up, because obviously it's a very bright sort of look. I will insert in the information bar below a list of products used. I will also put in a link to the video where CeCe has this makeup on, so that you can check it out. Nobody else had actually put this tutorial up until I looked yesterday and noticed one girl had done it. She's done a few little different things to me though. She's incorporated some green and some blue. I couldn't really see any green or blue in the look. So I've just stuck to the colours that I could see and really just kept it quite simple. Again, this look actually goes right up the temple. I'm not doing that. This is a semi-wearable. I wouldn't say it was hugely wearable. Semi-wearable look. And again, this look very much relies on you being patient in the build-up of the shadow. I'm sure there are probably cream, like sort of neon makeup products out there that would probably make this process a lot easier. Because obviously with the shadow you're building it up. But you could actually use it wet, I think. Now you'll be able to see it's looking quite messy underneath, and this eye is a lot tidier. Just wanted to fix that bit. So that eye done, just going to take a powder brush, brush any loose excess off underneath, and then I'm going to take the foundation that I was using, that is Lumi Magique. And on a clean finger, I'm going to just dab that on. You can see I've missed a bit black there. And then I'm going to take the buffer brush and tidy up underneath. So now you don't have all of that fallout underneath, it looks a lot tidier like the other side. Very handy when you're using powdery shadows that have a lot of fallout to keep your foundation brush handy with a little bit of foundation left on it. Because it really does help you deal with the fallout situation. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to take a little bit more of the neon. And I'm just going to fill in any little gaps that I can see. And then I just want to take a little bit of the neon right into the corner. That's what that looks like. So I like to clean the brushes as I'm going, so I've cleaned that one off. And that is the neon part of it finished. It's also Blackout finished, so I'm just going to put both those palettes back, and we're going to go to Carbon from MAC now, which is again out of this little winter set. And I'm just going to take, which brush did I use? This one. I'm just going to take a fluffy sort of blending brush, and I'm going to put Carbon on there, and then I'm just going to put a little on the outer corner. And just blend it. Now hers is not quite like that. There is a little bit of black in the crease, but I just thought that this would soften the edge of that line. Just adds a bit of darkness in the outer corner. So that's that part done. And now I'm just going to do a little bit of a brow highlight. And I'm actually going to go back to Naked 2 for that. And I'm going to use Verve, which is one of my favourite sort of brow highlighting shades. And then you will see actually that softens the black out a little bit as well. So while that black has created a little bit of depth, Verve actually softens that down again as well. So with those shadows done, you can choose to go over the black powder of Blackout, which is your feline eye, your cat eye, with a pencil or a gel liner if you like. Blackout is very dark, but this can just help you just intensify that and set it. So with that done, I'm going to add some mascara. And then on to the rest of the face. Okay, so with the eyes done, we're now going to add a little bit of bronzer and contour to the face. Just want to move these brushes out of the way. Right, so the one I'm going to go for is a matte bronzer. Just trying to find a clean piece of cloth to clean off my brushes. That's it. Okay, so we'll move on to bronzing now. I'm actually going to use the multitask brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to be using Hoola. And just going to start up at the temples, bring it down the side of the face to just under the cheekbones, and then down onto the jawline. I always put some on the chin. Like, I don't actually apply it straight from the box. I actually put on what I'm putting on, and then excess that's left on, I put a dusting on the nose and the chin and the centre of the forehead. And that is enough. I'm not going for a very, very bronze look. So we're going to move on to the Sleek Contour Kit. This is in there. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques Kabuki. I'm actually going to fold that one out flat. Take the contour colour and put it just under the cheekbone. And then I just like to put it on and feather it out with the kabuki. I absolutely love this kabuki for this. Okay. So with contour now done, we're going to move on to a little bit of blusher and highlight. I'm actually going to use the blusher from the MAC collection, Winter and Ice collection from last year. This is in Seasonal Appeal. So inside you've got your shadows, and it reveals the blush underneath. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques blush brush. It's quite a natural sort of pale sort of blush. It's kind of peachy natural colour, so because you've got a very strong eye, you don't want to overdo it with the rest of the face. What I love about this brush is you just literally get it right on the end, put it on, and then brush it, and then the bristles on the side just blend the blusher out beautifully. So that's that. Right, so I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting because she did have a gentle sort of highlight on her face. So I'm going to get the contour and highlight brush. That one took some finding. I think I'll actually use the highlight out of the Sleek contour kit for this. It's just a very nice peachy sort of champagne colour. I'm just going to take that on top of the cheekbones. Just gives a really nice glow. I don't know, I always pull that goofy sort of smile face. I just like to be able to see where it's gone. I want it up here. Do a little bit of a V of that with what's left on the brush on the outer corner of the eye. A little bit down the nose and that Cupid's bow. Okay. Now I'm gonna stay to a nude sort of lip. Again, strong eye, so I want to stick with sort of a nudie sort of lip. I'm going to use a MAC lip liner here that I got in the winter collection as well. And it's called Boldly Bare. It's just a little mini one. And it's a very natural sort of colour. And I'm just going to actually cover the lips in this. And then the lipstick I'm going to go with is the MAC Viva Glam Gaga number 2. It's a very nude shade. I really like this colour. I think it's really nice, really pretty. And then for gloss, I want to go for something natural. This is the only thing that I kind of didn't pick out, like, before I got all my products out in front of me. It's the only thing I didn't look at. So I'll just set these things aside and just take a quick look. I think the one that I'm going to go for, I'm going to go for this one from MNY. It's just like a pearlized sort of white. Dab a bit of it in the centre. And that's it. And then of course you want to set it. A couple of sprays of Fix Plus. And that's it. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial. I'm sorry I kind of went off in different tangents here and there. Not quite used to getting into filming, but I really wanted to do this look. Yeah, I really liked it when I first saw it on CeCe, and I wanted to recreate it for myself. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.